Albert Einstein once said, our minds are like tangled headphones in the pockets of life. That's not true, but I needed a quote to set up our next game, Untangle This. All right, panelists, you've each been given the tangled cords of an electronic device. Your task is to get it untangled as fast as possible while answering a very complicated question. If you can untangle your cord and answer your question before time runs out, you'll get 400 points. The catch is you must not stop talking. If at any point you fall silent, you lose.
Oh, no.
I know. Atsuko, you're up first. Head on over.
Okay, here we go. Okay. By the way, this is my everyday.
Yeah.
So I got this. I never untangle it. I just plug it in and get closer to the wall.
Yeah.
So I didn't know you could untangle it.
Yeah, no one has time for this.
Okay.
All right, your question is, how does one live as an ethical citizen? 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, untangle.
Well, you know, how do you live as an ethical person? What is ethics? You really have to ask yourself. You know, what makes a good person a good person? You know, what? Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, I'm sure, thought he was a good person, you know, with what he was doing and stuff. And you just really, like, it's really up to each person, so you don't really know. And I will say, one time my father-in-law did ask me, how do I know not to murder or lie or steal if I don't read the Bible? Yeah, that's what my father-in-law asked me, and that's when I realized my father-in-law, he should probably not stop reading the Bible. He should definitely, I did not know that's what was stopping him from, you know, murder and stuff. That scared me. So that's, you know, what makes you a good person? You know, I think it's just like if you think it and you really believe in it. Are you laughing because I'm almost there? Wait.
Okay, you didn't get it fully untangled, but I will say you did some good work there.
Yeah, I did. I can get like a little further out from the wall.
You did. And you talked the whole time. I also have a lot of family members who say they would kill people if it weren't for the Bible. If it weren't for the Bible, oh my God, that hit me so hard. So I'm gonna give you 300 points.
Thank you. It is an honor.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. That one's for my father-in-law.
All right, Sydney, you're up next. Head on over.
Okay, first of all, I usually just give this to a man, so I've never done this before. This is my first time untangling something, so I'm stressed right now.
I usually just buy a new one, so I'm with you. All right, what does it mean to have a healthy relationship? 60 seconds on the clock, untangle.
Ooh, what does it mean to have a healthy relationship? I mean, wow, healthy just sounds boring. I mean, wow. Dating someone that just shows up for you and is always there and like is kind and listens and cooks for you and makes sure they put the seat down. I mean, why would you want that? That's insane. I mean, that's why I'm a lesbian. I don't know. A healthy relationship, it just feels like a lot of work. And who wants to work? I mean, Kim Kardashian really did have a point. Like, nobody wants to work anymore. I mean, I don't. I mean, maybe that's why I'm not in a healthy relationship, because I'm really tired. It's exhausting. I feel like being healthy is a lot of things that I can't do at all. Like this untangling. I just feel like I'm tangling it more. And that is how I am in relationships, so that's why it makes sense why I've never had a healthy relationship. I actually want to know who has ever had a healthy relationship. Is healthy relationship in the room? Well, I didn't do it at all.
Time is up. No, you didn't. It does not seem as though any progress was made on those headphones at all.
Like my relationship.
Yeah, but you did tie it in to the relationship question very well, so I'm gonna give you 200 points. Yeah. Well done. Head on back over here.
Wow.
And finally, Mike.
Wow. I tried.
Yes.
Thanks for handing me a metaphor of my relationship with my parents.
These are really hitting people hard, aren't they? These tangled cords. Your question is, what makes something funny? 60 seconds.
Okay, so I think what makes something funny, if you really think about it, is pain, right? So my brother Joe used to beat the crap out of me, and he was also very funny, and so he'd make jokes, and I would cry to my mother, and then he would make jokes, so he'd make me laugh, and he would say to my mother, if he's so hurt, why is he laughing? And she would be so confused, she would declare a mistrial. So in some ways, that's very funny, but in some ways, it's very painful. I remember one time, there was a bird that crapped in my eye, and the person who was with me looked at me and he goes, well, it's good material. And I was like, well, I think comedy is tragedy plus time. And if it just hasn't had enough time yet for this to be comedy. I think the Olympic, I stuck the landing is in order.
I'm gonna give. It
Go
was.
to your losing opponents, so we have to catch them. As you wait, but whoa, what is that? What you said was very funny, but I mean, are we gonna? Go ahead, Taylor.
No,
you
you know, I think because he got the closest, we're gonna give Mike 400 points.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Incredible work.
Pretty close.
Incredible work.
And just the sheer energy that you put into that. I've never felt it so electric in here.
Well, Sydney had asked me to untangle her cords on a lot of occasions. I had some practice.
That's the end of Untangle This. Thanks for doing free chores for me. We're finally going to take on society's most pressing issue, tangled phone cords. Yeah. Any other late night show that doesn't take this on is a coward. Yeah, I said it, except for Colbert, he produces us. Anyway, that's why our next game is Untangle This. Each of you have been given the tangled cords of an electronic device. Your task is to get it untangled as fast as possible while answering a very complicated question. Your goal is to untangle your cord and answer your question before time runs out. The catch is you must not stop talking. If at any point you fall silent, you lose. Maria, you're up first. Come on over. Your question is, how can you love others if you don't love yourself? 60 seconds on the clock. Untangle.
Okay. You can love others as long as you're paid enough. And within Los Angeles, the living wage is usually around $48, as long as you have a roommate. A roommate is important. Other things, it's important if you want to feel love is to do things that are for free. My husband and I, we go to the dog park and we fall over and we let the dogs run over us. And we call it a love festival, where the only ticket is a smile. And then we go to free libraries, and free libraries are filled with children's books. Have you ever read Peppa Pig? Oh my God. She's like filled with like great ideas, like, I'm going on the first day at school, and I'm going on the ski bus. And she's like so happy and pumped, and she's all in like primary colors, and it's like, that's just free, And I could read that all day. Now, sometimes a little library gets Dan Brown. Take out your own trash. You shouldn't be leaving that stuff just anywhere. There's too many Dan Brown titles. And other things that are free, what you could do is you could just go onto a public area and start yelling that you want fudge, that you just need fudge, and maybe somebody's got fudge on hand. You don't know. I don't think I can do it.
Time's up. Head on back. I learned so much during that scene. It was so good. I didn't even care that it wasn't getting untangled physically, because emotionally I was getting untangled. 3,000 points. 3,000 points. All right, Vinny, you're up next. Please come on over here. Your question is it possible to live an ethical life in capitalist America?
Yes.
60 seconds on the clock. Untangle.
It is possible to live an ethical life under capitalist America, but of course you have to literally live under capitalist America. By which I mean you must retreat to the networks of sewers and tunnels that wind their way beneath the city, and there, in the darkness and humidity, you will find peace and success. You should be down there with the proletariat eating rats. Down there, it is in the depths where while you hunt roaches and light fires with the methane gas pockets that find their way stuck upon the brick walls, that you will find true peace. You see, for in the sewers, we must work together. In the sewers, we lift each other up. It is beneath the city. It is beneath the city where kings and queens do not exist. It is beneath the city where we find ourselves alone but together as one. There is no peace but the peace in unity, community, togetherness, power. We must fight forward. We must push ourselves forward. The society is collapsing in on itself. We find ourselves enmeshed in a society which values not the money which we produce, but values instead the value that we bring with our art, with our power, and with our success. Yes! Woo-hoo!
Time is up, head on back!
What's that thing?
Who cares?
Over there?
Who cares?
Wow!
Wow!
Yeah!
Oh my God. They didn't even cut you off because we knew you could do it. And we were all so, I've never been a part of something that pure. The energy in here was absolutely insane. 10,000 points to Vinny. Finally, Pete, you're up. Come on over.
All right.
Yeah. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Was that from something?
No.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss.
Look, there was a flavor in the air that people were like, he's doing it from memory. What was that?
No, it was everyone. I could feel the stage vibrating. That
Me
was
too.
insane. Anyway, get ready to follow that.
Yeah. No. Taylor, get ready to swap the order in the air.
I know, I was gonna say. Yeah. You're absolutely right. And second up is Pete. Your question is, how can you have empathy for your parents while still knowing that they let you down?
Wow.
60 seconds on the clock, untangle.
Wow, okay. Well, they got married in the 70s, guys. It's not weird that their marriage wasn't a 10 out of 10. It's weird that I thought it should have been. I mean, it was all sideburns and cigarettes. I mean, doctors were still smoking. When my dad met my mom in a bar on Cape Cod, okay, it might be a little turbulent, you know what I'm saying? They did their best. I was there, and it's okay. I mean, they're still doing their best. My parents' idea of romance is watching Jeopardy at volume 150. And my dad yells out his guess, his wrong guess, over the actual answer, so neither of them know what the real answer was. And they scream at one another. One time my mom had a Bible study, and in the middle of it, my dad said to the pastor, "Pastor, do you ever go in the bathroom and play with your do-to-do?" And he said, "What?" And my dad said, "This is real." He said, "That's when you take the empty toilet paper roll and go do-do-do." And so, yeah, my fervently religious mother might have a few notes for this wild man. So, this is impossible. This is impossible. I apologize to every perfectionist who is fixating on this.
Oh, people are so mad. This is how we keep people awake for the rest of the show, because they're just vibrating with anger right now.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
As a remedy, go on YouTube and type in oddly satisfying montage. It's just like cutting candy bars and stuff. You'll love it.
He's right.
Peace.
That was great. I'm gonna give Pete 3,000 points for that. It was great. Great job, everyone. I've never felt more unraveled. Did you guys know that when your cords get tangled up, you don't have to just throw them away? Yeah, there's this new process called untangling, and all the kids are doing it. So let's play Untangle This. You've each been given the tangled cords of an electronic device. Your task is to get it untangled as fast as possible while answering a very complicated question. If you can untangle your cord and answer your question before time runs out, you'll get points. The catch is you must not stop talking. If at any point you fall silent, you lose. Yeah? All right, Preacher, you're up first. Head on over.
All right.
Yeah!
Okay.
Come on, Preacher!
Yeah, Preacher!
All right, let me know where you want me to start.
Your question is, what does it mean to have healthy boundaries? 60 seconds on the clock. Untangle.
Okay, I think most people would say that healthy boundaries is like not going through someone's phone, you know, and, maybe not like following someone. I think all that's fine. I think that the point of that is if you don't get caught, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know they're outside your job, then it's, or if you're gonna get caught going through, just
Time is up.
fine.
Oh, head on back. Great effort. Great effort.
This was so hard.
Yeah.
But
This
you
is way harder than I thought it was gonna be. You did good.
you looked
You guys-
so good doing it.
Ian, you're next. Head on over.
Yeah, Ian.
Ian, your question is, how much individual responsibility do we have to make the world a better place? 60 seconds on the clock. Untangle.
Okay. The question, honestly, I think hinges on two ideas that are based largely on an individual's understanding of the two central ideas present in your question, the notion of responsibility and also the concept of what better means. And I'll address the latter first. Making the world a better place seems like a good idea at first, but that really depends on who you're asking that question to. Because the worst ideas in the world were created by people trying to make the world a better place, right? So if you think about it like that, that's true. Like war, famine, those shoes with individual toes on them, those were all people thinking they were making the world a better place. And responsibility, that all depends on how someone views free will, right? So,
Time is up. I'm so sorry.
it's
Ian.
all right.
Head on back.
That's close enough to get to my bed.
I love the audience was clapping like you were so much closer, too.
Yeah.
That was really...
Yeah, the level they were clapping made me think I was only like 2 poles away.
I know.
I honestly think it's more tangled.
Yeah, they were very misleading, but so supportive.
Can I
Yes.
Is it someone's job to tangle these cords before this show?
No, these are from my personal life. Yeah. All right, Rachel, it's your turn. Head on over. Your question is, how can we make sure technology ultimately benefits society? 60 seconds on the clock.
Thank you, Taylor.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Get
for
on
having
Tangle.
me. Okay, first of all, what's technology? You know what I mean? What is it? Who knows what it is? I don't think we're being monitored enough. I think we should actually put more GPSs inside of our bodies. Can we implant them? I don't know. All I know is that whenever I'm on technology, I think to myself, oh, cool, so you have a new girlfriend and she's taller than me. Cool. Okay, I open up Instagram, I go, oh, your husband is also taller than me. Who gives a about me? I don't care. I look at my phone, I see all these sexy, I'm getting body dysmorphia from AI fruit. Didn't think that would happen. Didn't think that would happen to me, and now here I am. And so maybe they can somehow ban that. If we can just ban all the fruit. You know what? How about we ban anyone who's taller than me? It's illegal to be on the internet unless you are under my height, and if you dance better than me, it's illegal. So think about that. Why don't you?
Oh, time is up. Head on back.
Frick.
But look, you got like half. No, you didn't. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. But you know what? Everyone did such a good job. 500 points for everybody. 500 points for everybody. That's the end of Untangle This, the one game that's also a favor. Modern life is a confusing mystery that often leaves you wondering if you'll ever make sense of it all or...
Tay, honey, come back.
Yeah, no,
come on
sorry,
back.
you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, let's play Untangle This. You've each been given the tangled cords of an electronic device. Your task is to get it untangled as fast as possible while answering a very complicated question. If you can untangle your cord and answer your question before time runs out, you'll get points. The catch is you must not stop talking. If at any point you fall silent, you lose. First up, it's Josh. Josh, come on over. Josh, your question is, how do we fix America? 60 seconds, just an easy one.
You're not gonna get mad at me?
No,
Okay.
we need help. 60 seconds on the clock, untangle.
Well, you could run Biden again. He's allowed to do another term. I think there's obvious things like there's diabetes and violence and take a holiday and healthcare would be good. But I think one of the things that Americans don't realize is quite weird about your country is how important you find paper. Like, could you imagine the utter weirdness when I moved to this country and someone asked me to write them a check? You guys invented the internet. Why am I writing you a check? Are we in the olden days? Or like the way you make me print out my insurance and registration and put it in my glove box, so the first thing I have to do if the police pull me over is reach into my glove box in front of the American police? Or, do you know what I did as soon as I got my social security card? I wrote the number down and I threw it out. How was I supposed to know that card was important to you people? That's poor quality paper. That's lower quality paper than you'd print the IKEA catalog on. No other country is putting this much importance onto paper. Also, once I ordered pizza at my friend's...
Time is up. I mean, that's pretty good. You got about half of it. I'm gonna give you 500 points for that. That was... We were getting there. If we'd given you like another 5 minutes, you could have gotten it, I think. All right, next up is Brandon. Brandon, your question is, what's a philosophy to get you through life's challenges? 60 seconds on the clock, untangle.
Well, you know, when life is hard, we tend to try and get harder, and I think the best thing you can do is be soft with yourself, and the way that you're soft is by breathing, first and foremost, checking with your body, and then you want to talk about your community. Who are you around? Who's affirming you? Who's loving you? Who's taking care of you? Who's validating you? And then, I had said to a friend once that I was hitting a wall, and she said, you know, walls are sometimes there for you to lean on them and rest. So rest is another thing that you can do for your philosophy. Also, I think laughter, we underestimate the value of joy, the value of laughter, the value of community. Chloe Bailey of Chloe and Halle famously said, when life is beating your ass, arch it. And I couldn't agree more. Be soft, baby. Life is hard enough. You don't need to be hard with it, baby. Soften yourself. So, breathe, rest, laugh, community. Okay? And when life is beating your ass. Well,
You know what? We gave you 2 chords. That was
you
insane.
gave me 2 chords.
That was actually
Come on.
crazy. 2,000 points. That was amazing. For both chords.
Both chords.
For both chords. All right, Susie,
All right.
you're up next. Your question is, What is a message we need to give today's youth?
Oh, boy. Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. Untangle.
Okay. First of all, I would like to say it's not your fault. This is actually a pretty accurate diagram of what you've been brought into. I don't even want to go into the list of existential threats that face you right now that we're going to piece out for. But we are leaving you with this kind of a mess. And I say we in a general sense. I didn't do it. I didn't have you. And in fact, you know, if you want to get mad about being had, talk to your parents. But that's actually, oh boy. Okay, here we go. Now that you're here, though, it is going to be your job. So, okay, how do you clean it up? Well, first, let's start with your own behavior in the world and how that can be simplified. Okay, yeah. Here's a tip. Since you're on your phone so very much, return a text or read the full email. Read the full email, see what it means, write back. I know you're on there the whole time. Also,
Time is up. But some important words of wisdom. I'm gonna give Susie 500 points for that.